Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I didn't know what to drink today, so I went Boulevardier. I thought it was like a Florida. I don't know why I thought it was a Florida. I mean, it's got some Campari, it's got some vermouth, it's got some bourbon in there. We've got a show coming up. I may be sipping on, I may have poured a little Sweetens Cove 22 in this one, and it's going down just fine. Bill Easton will be on with us next week, so it's going to be fun. Looking forward to hearing the Sweetens Cove Spirit story. We damn sure heard enough about that sleazy little 9-holer. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We can never hear enough about that. I hope to get up there sometime this week. By the way, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But congratulations, Chris Kirk, I guess.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you say that?
Guess. Yeah. Well, why would I say that? I mean, what the fuck was he doing on 18? What was he doing? Well, now, granted,
he was trying to win a car.
No, well, it was. I hope it was insured, but I mean, I don't know. He misses it by a foot, and it hits the rock. Yeah, I'm saying he misses the green by a foot. He misses the carry by a foot. However, he couldn't have missed. I guess he could have missed it more right, but I don't know, man. It's on a 260 yards. Yeah, give me 3 wood. I'm going for the pin. Something I've never heard you say. So Chris Kirk battles it out with Cole, Sam Saunders, BFF. So he said. So he was telling. And what about the commentary? It is shit. So the Korean, she's like, do we have to listen to these people? And I'm like, well, what people? She's like, the commentator. She's like, this is horrible. And I'm like, oh, wow. I had them tuned out hours ago. I wasn't listening to those guys. Like I'm numb to that. I'm doing something else and I'm just watching. But that commentary is it sucks. And I'm not saying that I don't know that you and I would do a better job. We'd probably do a worse job. Because we don't know near as much about golf. We're not nearly as good at golf, and we're not nearly as entertaining as those guys. So I don't know. Yeah, that commentary it's tough, man. I was pleasantly surprised though by the tournament at PGA National. I didn't know we were going to watch the next rendition of the Big Break. But we did, and I thought season 17 was it was actually coming down to the end on Sunday. I thought it was good. I couldn't break away from it to go watch LIV. I can tell you that.
Playoff hole, and yeah, it was good. It was entertaining and good golf and great storyline. So definitely, a different type of golf than we're used to for the PGA Tour for the most part. I would say, it's kind of.
What are you saying, B League?
Yeah, it's different, right? It's when they made these changes, they made them so that the superstars all had to play together, and we knew that. But now we're getting to feel the events of like, okay, these are the superstars, and then here we got this, and it's like it's kind of weird. Do you think it's diluting the brand overall?
Well, that's very interesting that you bring that up, because that's I don't know what the tour is actually trying to do. I'm a little, well, I mean, I can kind of see what they're trying to do, but I don't understand, because it's almost, and we're probably on the other side of a golf fan, right? We're an extremist, but if I'm a casual golf fan, I don't really give a shit, right? I'm watching it to kind of stay relevant with whatever water cooler talk I'm going to have, when I'm there, bar talk, right? When I get done with the round and I'm at the 19 hole with the fellas and we're pouring back a bourbon, like, oh, I want to be able to, did you know John Rahm has won 3 times this year? Scotty Scheffler, he'll be defending a championship at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. But I mean, like, if that's who I am, like, I don't give a shit about the cooties, or I mean, I don't care about the cooties anyway, but I mean, I don't care about I don't know. Extremely diluted. Padraig Harrington made the cut. I mean, anywhere Zach Johnson made the cut, for crying out loud. So, I mean, that kind of goes to show. I think Zach Johnson's actually playing again this week. So maybe a good look at him for DraftKings. But I don't know where they're trying to go, and I don't know what's wrong with the current fan of golf. The fan that they have, that's the you and me, disposable income. We've got time to be able to go and enjoy and take it in. It's like they're steering the attention somewhere completely. It's TGL. Hey, TGL. By the way, sorry about the Honda. Sayonara. There no more Honda. I did hear they're going to have another. That they will continue to have a tournament at PGA National. It's just not going to be Honda, allegedly. I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe it's going to be Birdies and Bourbon. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But no, I mean, like TGL, right? So, like, I don't, what are they doing? I mean, you've got the president of the Golf Channel. You've got, I don't know. You showed me a picture earlier, and there's some lady in a green jacket. I mean, clearly she's hinting to Tiger that she, hey bud, if you got any pull at Augusta, could you get me? Maybe she's already a member. I don't know, but I'm like, okay. But I don't know. I mean, it's to me, it's more full show, full swing, full drive. What's the reality Netflix TV show? Full Swing? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay, full swing. So to me, it looks like it's more full swing that they're kind of partnering and doing. I don't watch reality TV as it is today.
I know.
I don't. Oh, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I see Monahan's on like sanitation duty over there. He's got a shovel in hand. For those of you that are not only, but for those of you that are listening, wherever you find your podcast out, we do appreciate it. If you would like to see this shit show go down, head on over to YouTube. Just look for Birdies and Bourbon. You'll find it. You may see like cool hats like this. You can find those at birdiesbourbon.com, by the way. Yeah. So you were telling, go ahead. I don't want to steal your story.
It's not my story. It's not my story.
No. But you're ripping the take. So go ahead.
No. So my first take there was we diluted the PGA Tour, then you started going into the TGL, which we wanted to get into as well. And I saw this on Twitter the other day that that Rory and Tiger are breaking ground for their new golf league, and they had some mock-ups or drawings here of this stadium that they're going to be doing this stuff out on Mondays with the league down there in Florida. And I'm like, I didn't know they were building a stadium for this thing. What in the world? I mean, I thought they were going to be traveling around like API this week when this thing's fully up and running, that they would just, on that Monday night, they would carve out some time and do this at whatever convention center was there or whatever it is. But no, they're building a stadium. This is interesting. I didn't know that they were doing all this.
Does Palm Beach State College have a golf team? This is from our friends at Google, by the way. So it's trustworthy site. Call 561 blah 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 for more information. If you like to play golf, want to network with local golf professionals, want to play golf right near the campus, join the new Palm Beach State intramural golf team. So I don't think they do have a team. I don't think they do. I don't know. That's it. The complex it does look very large. I guess tax write-off purposes. They're donating back to the school. What else were they going to do with the property? Let's make use of it and turn something on. I don't want to tune in. I will not tune in and watch reality golf. Live golf, live sports. Yes. It's I don't even know what that is. I mean, they got a lot of names though, right? I mean, the folks that are going to play there, whoever's attention they're trying to attract, it is not me. I don't think it's you either.
No, I really don't have a whole lot of interest in looking at this or watching this. I wouldn't watch people play Top Golf, that kind of thing, right? Like on TV, stuff like that. So, Here are two names that 3 years ago, if you would have said this was going to happen, I would have said would have been the Chiefs. It's the Puma guys. It's the two Puma guys. It's like, where's Ricky Fowler and Bryson DeChambeau? They are all over this. If you would have said that they're going to do this, guess who's running it? Bryson DeChambeau and Ricky Fowler.
Well, Tattersall said, when are you going to put in like mixed use, mixed use facilities? And it's like, hey, I can go ride my dirt bike, and then I can go over here and play top golf or virtual golf, I guess I should say. But I mean, shit, I don't know. What about golf polo or not golf, but yeah. I mean, what about golf on a motor? I mean, they've got motorcycles. I saw Joel Damon. You can win around with Joel Damon, and you go to, I don't know, Greyhawk or wherever the hell it is in Scottsdale, and you ride around on a little motorcycle with your bag strapped to it. What are you drinking, by the way?
Oh, Manhattan.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy. Out of a can or what?
That's just my Yeti glass. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, did you pour the Manhattan out of a can into the? Was it a?
Well, I don't want to get into all my stuff here, but maybe I did.
never let the truth get in the way of a good story, Dan.
Exactly. Let me ask you this: do you think that eventually, on the outside of that stadium, we're going to see a little DraftKings logo?
Well, I mean, collegiate players can't, and I didn't see it. As far as I saw, they did not have a college team. However, yeah, maybe. I mean, answer me this: what do you think has done more for golf in the past? There's been a lot of changes happen in the past 3 years, let's say, right? I mean, COVID, there was a big thing, right? What do you think has been the most influential? What's been the biggest accelerator for golf viewership, in your opinion?
Oh, it's 100% gambling.
I think so too. I think it is absolutely I mean, people could say COVID. I'm like, I would say COVID drove people to the golf course.
Sure.
People could say LIV, and I'm like, I couldn't even find it on TV this week. I went over, I tried to find it just so, and maybe it's my provider, maybe it's not actionable with, in my location, but I tried to find it. I could not. So I'm like, well, fuck, is it even on? Let me go look. So I get, hey, go to the YouTube app and shit it. Hey, what's now? The LIV Golf, Mayakoba. I'm like, oh, okay, but it's not on. I thought the CW had it. Was
it up there? Was it on YouTube?
It was not. I'm not talking YouTube TV. I'm talking YouTube.com. So
I know. Yeah,
I did see it.
Oh, I wonder if you're because it's not in your market. You can watch it on YouTube.
Maybe you couldn't watch it, or did you look?
I didn't look. Yeah.
Way to go, Dan. It's not, I mean, like you didn't know we were going to have a fucking show today and talk about stuff like this. What do you need? Notes before we get this thing going?
I was watching the Honda.
All right. I'll start sending notes. By the way, I made a lot of notes.
I can't pick a side to watch. I was intrigued.
I mean, you can't. Okay, so here's my question.
So hold on.
Okay. Right. I'm backing up. Back it up.
Hold on. So you know how after every show, like at the close of the show, we'll talk about the new shows we're watching. The fact that you went to the CW and it wasn't there, I don't want to hear your new shows this week.
Hey, they do still have reruns of the Gilmore Girls.
One Tree Hill.
I'm like, holy shit, look at Buffy the Vampire. She clearly is a vampire. She has not aged a minute. I mean, she looks exactly like she did 20 years ago, man. Like, she has not aged at all. That vampire shit is true. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I believe in vampires at this point. I couldn't find it. I did. And I wrote this down. This is how I use this old trusty pen right here. And a real piece of paper. I know, just you thought we were going digital. Hey, blowing that shit out of the water. Okay. So do you think, and I was watching because I was trying to find LIV because I wanted to see like, what does it look like? Is it entertaining? Are they doing a good job? I can't stand the commentators that at the Honda Classic. So let me go and let me take a look. Give me a look, see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, it's horrible. It's hard to follow. It's just, it's weird. I don't know. There's something about it that just, they're not doing. LIV is not the deliverable. My question, let me get to my question, and then we can pontificate about, different things. Do you think LIV took the best talent in professional golf? Meaning, I can go watch LIV this week, and here's who I can watch, or I can go watch the Honda Classic, and here's who I can go watch. Now, I know there's a lot of players that weren't there. They're going to be at API this week. But do you think that they really took the best talent?
I think they were selective about the types of personalities that they wanted to attract, and they took those personalities. So if you look at it, let's take Full Swing, for example. Okay. Look who's in there. Like from a LIV perspective, you had Ian Poulter, you had Brooks Koepka. But then also on the LIV tour, you've got Bryson DeChambeau, Patrick Reed, and all these guys, Cam Smith, all these guys that are kind of personalities, right? That kind of have the, people would talk about them. 2 years ago, API, remember when Bryson hit the ball over the water and everything else? That was peak golf, man. People were really talking about the PGA Tour. So they took a lot of the most impactful personalities out there, and they tried to be very globally mindset, if you will, in terms of we want some people from South Africa, we want some Australians, we want some Asians, we want some people from Mexico, that kind of thing. And I think they did a really good job of trying to put together a tour that was a selective tour that would have people that would attract the most eyes to it in the beginning because of the personalities and the different types of demographics that they had from a tour perspective. So I think that's what they did. Obviously, they probably wanted to get some really big names that they couldn't get, like Tiger. But I think that's what they went after.
So you do not think that they got the best talent on in professional golf today? Active professional players, you don't think that they took the best talent?
I was talking to somebody about this last week. No,
you gave me a very good explanation of why you think they took who they took, but you do not think it was the best talent.
I was talking with some golf professionals last week, and we were talking about this specifically.
Name dropper.
It was Tiger and Rory. No, we were texting, and we said, if there was a Ryder Cup between LIV and the PGA Tour, and the consensus was they would get blown away. LIV would get blown away.
LIV would?
Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations, Charlie Three Sticks, by the way. I think I know he won the inaugural, not inaugural, but the first tournament of LIV season in Mayakoba, which formerly host of a PGA site as recent as I don't know, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, whatever it was. So congratulations. I think he won more in that one tournament than he has in his entire career on the PGA Tour. Maybe not his career, but maybe his more than he's won in winning a tournament on the PGA Tour. So I think there's a reason. I also don't think that they took the best talent. I would agree that I think they took they took entertainment with them. However, when you're depending on DJ and Phil and even Patrick Reed, for that matter, to entertain people while they're playing golf, that's not the entertaining part about them, right? Phil is it's the shit that he does off the golf course. DJ it's the interviews, right? And it's the lackluster jock talk about I just showed up here to play golf. Ding. So I don't really understand. I mean, after watching the full swing, I don't ever need to watch anything Brooks Koepka says again, man. I mean, that guy, everybody's like, and a lot of my non-golfing relationships are they're like, that Brooks guy, is he kind of a dick? I'm like, well, I don't know him personally, but he sure does come off as one. But Jenna sure does look hot in the tee bag. Just saying. So
here's the thing, okay? I'm with you on all of your points. I will also say that birdiesbourbon.com is live, and make sure you go get your merchandise. But no, it's 1 year in. It's a new league. It's 1 year in. Okay.
Oh, and if you go to the Imposter, that is birdiesandbourbon.com, that is not affiliated with our show. Do not buy anything from that guy. We're working on getting that. Cease and desist has been sent, by the way.
Yeah.
The attorney said I could say that.
Exactly. So the LIV Golf, it's only 1 year in. So number one, they're not done trying to capture new talent. They're not done with tweaking it to get OWGR points. They're not done probably with the format. They're not done with this. I wouldn't be surprised if they come up with their own TGL type thing. I wouldn't. Would you? No.
God, I hope not. I can't get interested in it. I don't care. It's like that. That's how. So here's my point: that's how relevant golf is to a fan, to somebody that is going to get on and talk about golf in front of how many ones of peoples, to both listeners out there, talking to both of you. I mean, like literally, like I'm watching it and I don't give a shit about going to watch LIV. I don't care if I ever, like, how long has it been since you've seen Phil Mickelson hit a golf ball?
It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's been months. Yeah. And I don't, the last relevant shot that I can remember him hitting was probably at, now this is watching live, right? I mean, I've seen, Twitter and Instagram and stuff, but it was the PGA Championship. I mean, that's the last relevant shot that I remember Phil Mickelson hitting. I don't know if I really care. I don't know if I care. I know you care because you're going to be postering one of these boys up in your one and done for the Masters. And I got a feeling you're going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided, but I think that you're going to be I think you're going to be disappointed in.
I'll say it right now. I'm taking Cam Smith as my one and done for the Masters. It's already, lock it in. It's already done.
Two I was taking.
No, you should take him too.
I very well might. I mean, if I'm not taking DJ. I ain't taking P. Reed. I ain't taking Sergio. I mean, if I'm taking anybody, it would be Cam Smith for the Masters.
Yeah.
God, that's making me rethink, which we'll get to on the back nine. That's making me rethink my one and done for this week at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I'll roll it. I think we're good. Let's see. What else, man? Hold
on. So back onto the LIV thing real quick. I hope they do continue to innovate. I hope they do continue to come out with something like what they're doing in TGL. Why? Because the PGA Tour has proven over the last 24 months that they're the Facebook of innovation, and they'll just copy what the LIV Golf does, and it'll make TGL even better, right? Because what we saw in terms of what they're going to do, like, I'm not sure if this is going to work, Rory and Tiger, but don't worry, the Shark in that team will do something better, and then the Facebook guys will just copy it. So
it's like, wait a minute, so we got to make a few tweaks to this. I don't know why we didn't think of this to begin with, but as we've been watching what's been happening here, I mean, what we see is if we do,
all innovation in golf over the last 3 years or whatever it's been a year in, right? It's all come because of what happened with the LIV Golf Tour. So we owe them a great gratitude in terms of like the purses and everything. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's, they don't have any patents on anything, and it's not, I mean, I'm sure LIV is copyrighted. So, trademarked, right? Or probably copyrighted. It's probably trademarked too. So I know there's some things. Oh, well, here's what I want to ask. And I didn't see, I mean, you can't fucking see it. I'm looking at, because I don't know how you watch youtube.com, but most of the time you're the YouTube app, like the YouTube app. If I'm watching it, it's usually on my phone. It ain't a big screen. It's a small screen. I mean, it ain't a flip phone, but I mean, it ain't like it's, it's not a 14-inch screen.
Yeah.
So DJ, he lost his Adidas sponsorship.
We hadn't talked about that yet. That's right. Yeah.
Mutual splitting. They say, it was everybody's kosher. What ambiguous? No, I don't even need. I've been drinking. I don't need to go.
Ambiguous. Yeah.
No, not ambiguous. It was not ambiguous. This was in writing. No, you clearly knew what was happening.
A conscious uncoupling.
So you got DJ split. I think Sergio split. I think Bryson split. So I think you've got all these people. Which Bryson, he kind of stuck his in his mouth.
Yeah.
Back,
right.
It could have been at the API when he was hitting, when he was like, "Oh yeah, this new driver." It could have been the API when he won.
That's very, very interesting. You keep on your point.
So, well, my point is now we're in these uniforms, and I saw Kez posted the other day a picture of his caddy attire. And it had a little A on the side over here, at least it looked like. I couldn't zoom in enough to see, but looked like it looked good. But then I'm looking at what the golfers are wearing, and I'm like, shit, man, the caddies are dressing better than the golfers, which is fine. But I don't have any issues with it. It's just not normal. But Kez did say that they're treating the caddies, better than he's ever been treated before. So I think they're onto something. I don't know if it's something that I'm not into it yet. I'm not onto it yet. I got to go. I need to send Kez a message because I don't know. We're supposed to get media passes somewhere if they're available, but we'll find out where that goes and where we get to. But my point was the uniforms, and it's like the four aces. And sure, go ahead, but remind me. I got to ask you another question.
So you hit a point there with people departing from their apparel sponsors. And you and I talked about this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Who was the first player this year that we saw that got rid of his apparel sponsor?
Is this something that somebody murmured or was overheard on
I think we talked about on the show. Cantlay.
Yeah.
So was Cantlay or is Cantlay getting rid of that sponsor because they all got rid of theirs this year too because of this team concept, and he had to do that in order to join LIV. He was the first one.
Yeah,
he's a top 5 player in the world. They don't just lose apparel sponsors.
Have you heard Justin Thomas's take on this?
Patty Ice don't talk. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no reason for him to lose that sponsor other than he's getting ready to join a team thing, it more than verifies. And he has not joined TGL. And
it could be.
I wouldn't be surprised if those guys depart after the players and like next week.
Could be. Has Cantlay won he hasn't won a major yet, has he? That I can think of, at least. So maybe he's waiting on something, victorious to happen. That way he's guaranteed to get into the majors.
Yeah, that or he just wants to play the players one more time.
Well, maybe. But the reason I say that is because I think recently we have heard about. I mean, we knew that that LIV golfers were going to be invited to Augusta National. Now it's been they rubber stamped it, man. I mean, you're going to play it all 4. So. I think I'm holding on to Cam Smith for the Open. That's why I think I'm holding.
Why not? So why not the players? Like that's just a PGA Tour's trophy in a way. They won't let them play that.
No, that is absolutely the PGA Tour's major, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be so. Like you think about the PGA Championship, which is PGA of America, right?
Yeah.
And which is not the PGA Tour. And I for sure think that that's the case in that they they're going to hold that off to the round, which I don't know, some crazy purse. Like I think this week at API is going to be 20 million, and the players is I don't know 30 million or something crazy, which could help those Chasing Daylight guys out. Chasing Daylight podcast could help them out. Because I'm whipping some ass in the one and done still, Dan. Minwoo Lee did not really get
know.
it done for me. We'll get there on the back nine. Didn't get there for me. You've I don't. How many people have you wasted by? Well, I shouldn't say wasted. How many people did you use that you haven't been able to take full advantage of their talent level so far this year? And you want to know
how many events have we played so far?
all of them.
I don't think I've had anybody really do that well. I mean, Sanjay came out of the shoot hot, like on Thursday, you know, and then just faded. And so did Horschel. You know, they both kind of faded out. I mean, I think they finished even, you know, with each other or whatnot.
Yeah, I was not upset about that because I'm like, holy shit, if I got to watch Billy Horschel, but maybe that's the reason I did tune over to try to find some LIV Golf, because I was having to watch Billy Horschel. I'm like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit of baseball, very brief, but you want to do that now, or you want to do that on the back nine?
We can do that in a minute. Let's talk about this new website we got.
Ooh, do we have a new? Oh, we do have a new website. It's birdiesbourbon.com. And and we still got some things to do. I appreciate the folks that have logged in already, and they've already made purchases. Thank you very much. So it's I don't know, it's been active for like a day, maybe two. And it is birdiesbourbon.com. Don't go to birdiesandbourbon.com, because that is fake news. That is an imposter. And it is a trademark infringement. Birdiesbourbon.com. You can get hoodies, you can get some tees, you can get some hats. We got some travel Glencairns coming out pretty soon.
Ooh, nice.
We'll see. I've inquired as to where they are. And we'll have more stuff coming. So this is the first pass at us being able to, you know, run some merchandise. So you got to get that Cocktails and Dreams shirt, Dan.
I know. I love this one here. 100%. This neon tee. It's nice. Yep.
You got to get that one.
We'll get some more shirts up soon enough with some more kind of sayings on them or whatnot. But this is we're already on the CW, if anybody's asking.
Oh, we are on this. You should click. You should open one of those up. Open.
Which one? This one?
No. Up top. See, Dan is quick on the trigger. He's real quick. No.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Go to the right. Go open the. Whoa. Go back down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's open up the Manhattan shirt. That one right there. Black
this one here.
Open that one. Yeah.
And
then click on the back of the shirt.
I see. Look at that. Oh, that is sweet.
It's got a recipe waiting on you. So if people don't know that you like Manhattans and you're wearing this, I mean, they will absolutely know that you like Manhattans. I mean, there's different colors and there's there's things going on. So yeah. So there's still, hey, it's just up. It's fresh. It's hot. And there are tweaks and new stuff coming. But yeah, birdiesbourbon.com. Go check it out. While you're doing it, if you're doing that, what you should also do is wherever you're listening or watching this at, you should like it. You should leave a comment and be sure to follow us at birdies_bourbon on Instagram and Twitter. Or wherever you find your tweets. Where else could you find a tweet at, Dan, other than Twitter?
That's it. Just there. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. What else? What's you want me to do about baseball now? You'll do it later.
Yeah, do your baseball now. Do it now. Yeah.
Okay. So Atlanta Braves fan. I mean, I grew up not close to Atlanta Braves, but it was the closest baseball team that I had. So there's a lot of rule changes for baseball this year. And the biggest one.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? Have you seen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So there's a pitch clock now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm going to fuck this up, and I'm not looking at anything. I'm working off memory. Allegedly, you get 15 seconds after the batter gets to the box or gets to the base. You got 15. The pitcher has 15 seconds to pitch. I think if there's somebody on base, I think he gets 20 seconds. It's advanced, but it like straight out of the gate. First hitter, you got 15 seconds once he's in the box. But I saw this morning and they were, I don't know, they called something, they actually called like the batter out for something that he did because he was delaying the game or some kind of shit. And I'm going like, I don't know about all this. I mean, I don't, as the left-handed lumber, I mean, how do you feel about this? How do you feel
So I
about some of
think
these
the one
changes?
I saw the one you're referring to too. I saw it on the Twitter, and I think that it's the clock, so it's kind of like a shot clock, kind of like a pitch clock kind of thing. And I think it goes for both ways, right? So the batter has to be in within 15 seconds, and the pitcher has to pitch within 15 seconds. And what happened was the batter wasn't in the box within 15 seconds, so there was a strike, and it was like a 3-2 count or whatever it was. It was ninth inning, and they called him out, and the game was over because he wasn't in the box between with enough time.
Yeah.
Baseball needs to speed things up, needs to be more entertaining and all that. I think it's a little new for me to understand if it's really going to, what kind of impact it's going to have. I don't like it when he's called out and the game was over because he wasn't in the box, but it's strange.
You've slung it before.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You've slung it before. Yeah. Okay. I mean, think about like, who's a good one? Who's a good one that people, I don't know if people will know this. Are we trying to attract a certain, genre? I don't think so. Do you even give a shit who we're tracking? No, I mean, you either like it or you don't. So think about John Rocker. I mean, that motherfucker was so fidgety. I mean, he was like, he was grabbing here, he was touching there, he was rubbing there, he was tugging it. I mean, it took John. I mean, I don't know what the average time is. We could probably look it up for John Rocker to throw a pitch. By the way, I know you can't tell that I used to work out, but the key word is used to work out. I used to see John Rocker at the King and Queen building working out. We used to
nice.
We used to stare at each other in the locker room uncomfortably.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fine. But I mean, that dude is so damn fidgety. I mean, he was out there, he was tugging this and pulling that and rubbing this and rubbing that. And I mean, there's no damn way that he could have executed a 15-second not a pitch count, but a pitch time. Ain't no way, man. No way that happens.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's going to be a strange one, man. It's going to be strange. Yeah.
It's and the clicker. The clicker is who got in trouble? Houston Astros for recording all that shit. The clicker is a manual. It's a manual body. So there's a person sitting up there clicking like the button. It's like, I don't know. That could get scary. It's like, hey, who's that over there clicking that button? just saying, don't get nervous. It's just fine. We're resetting the time.
Maybe it should be like football, and like instead of like it being a strike, they can just if it's the penalty on the pitcher, then they bring the wall in by 5 feet.
Just make the rules up as you go. That's what's better. Hey, great week. Congratulations to Chris Kirk. Congratulations to Charlie 3 Sticks. Who else did something impactful? Shit, I don't know. I didn't do anything impactful. I had a plumber over. I built more shelving for more liquor. I mean, that's what I need. What I need is more liquor. That's exactly what I need. It is out of the way, and you don't have to go through the path. It's not like a maze anymore. It would not completely, but it's kind of there.
Yeah.
I don't know, trying to get to Sweetens, but I don't know anything else, Dan, before we head to the second. We'll head to the clubhouse, and then we'll head to the second night.
That sounds good. All right.